Welcome to Storytime, your sanctuary for serene bedtime tales. Tonight's story, The Awakening of the Eternal Spring, is a gentle journey into a world of renewal, quiet beauty, and eternal harmony. As you relax, let the soft rhythm of this story guide you into a deep and peaceful sleep. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let's begin. In a hidden valley cradled by mountains cloaked in mist, there lay a place untouched by time. The villagers called it the Eternal Spring, for it was always blooming, no matter the season. The air was perfumed with the scent of wildflowers, the streams sang softly as they meandered through mossy stones, and the ancient cherry trees stood as sentinels, their branches heavy with pink blossoms year-round. No one knew how the Eternal Spring had come to be. Some said it was blessed by the gods, others believed it was enchanted by an ancient spell. But all agreed it was a place of unparalleled peace, where the soul could rest as easily as a feather floats upon the breeze. At the heart of the valley was a crystal-clear lake, so still it seemed like a mirror to the heavens. Surrounding it was a grove of willow trees whose branches dipped low, as if bowing to the water's serene beauty. This was where Alara often wandered, her footsteps light and her heart heavy with unspoken longing. Alara was the keeper of the Eternal Spring. She had lived in the valley all her life, tending to its flora, its streams, and its ancient trees. Her days were filled with quiet tasks, pruning the cherry trees, feeding the songbirds, and ensuring the waters remained pure. She loved her home, but a part of her yearned for something more, though she could not name it. One twilight evening, as the golden light of the setting sun painted the valley in hues of amber and rose, Alara sat by the lake's edge. The water reflected the sky, shimmering like liquid gold. She dipped her hand into the cool water, sending gentle ripples outward. As she watched the ripples fade, a soft voice spoke. "Why do you look so wistful, child of the spring?" Startled, Alara turned to see an old woman standing nearby. Her figure was cloaked in flowing robes of green and gold, and her silver hair shimmered like moonlight. In her hand, she held a staff adorned with a crystal that glowed faintly. "I didn't hear you approach," Alara said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Who are you?" The woman smiled, her eyes warm and wise. "I am Lyriel, a guardian of the seasons. I have watched over this valley for centuries, though you may not have seen me." Alara's heart quickened. "A guardian? Does that mean you know the secret of the Eternal Spring?" Lyriel nodded. "It is not a secret, child, but a balance. This valley thrives because it is nurtured with care and love. You have done well as its keeper, but the spring cannot awaken fully until its essence is truly understood." Alara tilted her head. "Awaken? What does that mean?" Lyriel gestured to the lake. "The Eternal Spring is a reflection of the heart. When the heart is at peace, the spring blossoms with unparalleled beauty. But if there is longing or unrest, its true essence remains dormant." Alara gazed at the lake, her reflection mingling with the hues of the evening sky. "I do feel a longing," she admitted softly. "But I don't know for what." The old woman placed a gentle hand on Alara's shoulder. "Close your eyes, child. Listen to the rhythm of the valley, the rustling leaves, the singing waters, the whispers of the wind. Let them guide you to the answer you seek." Alara closed her eyes, her breathing slowing as she tuned into the sounds around her. The soft rustle of willow branches, the gentle lap of water against the shore, and the distant trill of a nightingale filled her senses. Slowly, a vision began to form, a memory from her childhood. She saw herself as a young girl, chasing butterflies through the meadows, her laughter echoing in the air. She remembered the joy of discovering a hidden glade filled with wildflowers, where the air seemed to hum with magic. But most of all, she remembered the stories her mother had told her about the Eternal Spring, that it was a gift meant to be shared. Alara's eyes opened, glistening with tears. "The spring's essence is love," she whispered. "Not just for the valley, but for all who seek peace." Lyriel smiled, her expression proud. "You have found the truth, child. The spring's beauty lies in its ability to heal and nurture. But its awakening requires more than understanding, it requires action. What must I do? Alara asked, her voice steady. You must invite others to the spring, Lyriel said. Let them walk its paths, drink from its waters, and find solace in its embrace. Only then will its true essence bloom. The days that followed were filled with quiet transformation. Alara began to prepare the valley, clearing new paths through the meadows and building simple wooden benches beneath the cherry trees. She crafted small signs from driftwood, inscribing them with words of welcome and peace. Word of the eternal spring began to spread, carried by travelers who stumbled upon the valley and left with hearts lighter than when they arrived. Families came to picnic beneath the blossoms, musicians played soft melodies by the lake, and poets found inspiration in the spring's tranquil beauty. As more people visited, the valley seemed to glow with renewed vitality. The flowers bloomed brighter, the streams sang louder, and the air felt warmer, as though the spring itself was awakening from a long slumber. One evening, as the first stars began to dot the sky, Alara stood by the lake, watching the reflection of the heavens ripple gently on its surface. Lyriel appeared beside her, her staff glowing faintly in the twilight. You have done well, child, the old woman said. The spring is alive in a way it has not been for centuries. Alara smiled, her heart full. It feels alive. And I feel at peace. The guardian placed a hand over her heart. That is the essence of the eternal spring, Alara. It is a mirror of the soul, a place where the heart's burdens are eased, and its joys are magnified. As they stood together, the valley seemed to hum with quiet contentment. The cherry blossoms glowed softly in the moonlight, and the lake shimmered like liquid silver. The eternal spring had awakened, its beauty a testament to the power of love and connection. And so, dear listener, the awakening of the eternal spring reminds us of the power of love and the peace that comes from sharing our light with others. Let this story cradle you in its quiet rhythm as you drift into slumber, your heart light and your dreams serene. Thank you for joining me on Storytime. Sweet dreams and good night.
Thanks for your time. Please subscribe. Don't forget to press the bell icon for more.